Hello everybody, this is JP Hrisoulas, the cranky old bastard, with part 2 of a basic, no frills yet functional knife sheath. Part 1, we basically put this one together. It's been done, it has been folded, edges have been burnished, and it's been sewn on my hand stitcher, that Tippmann Boss. It's a great machine. It does have its limitations, but for what it does a great job. This is the same knife we did last time. Pattern welded mains hair twist, bone grip. Now, there's nothing wrong with the sheath the way it is right now. I mean, it is functional. It's not very pretty, but it looks like a chimpanzee made it. So, me being me and not being a leather worker, because I have no talent. I've got skill, I don't have talent. There's a difference. I got to do something to dress these things up, because I've been doing the same sheath for the last 50 plus years. The only difference was I used to hand sew them and hand stitch them, but now I'm using a sewing machine. So the easiest way to do this and the least expensive way is to do hand stamping. I'll be doing 2 stamps, different stamps. This one here is an edge stamp. Let's see if we can put that there. That'll go around this side. And a little starburst stamp, which will go like 3 in the middle. Okay. Now, I like to start, first off, I'll put the blade in there. And let me zoom this thing in as best as I can here. Let's see, get this thing centered a little bit better. Yeah, looks pretty good there. Can you see? Yeah, it looks pretty good. You got to moisten it a little bit. You don't want to drown it, just get it a little wet, because this allows the stamp to do its job. Now, I like to start on the point and putting it this way, and you just smack it. As you can see, it leaves a nice impression there. I'll zoom in on that once I'm done, and just walk it up the entire length of the sheath. I'm only doing this in real time. Moisten a little bit. Come back. Couple more wax here. Moves up in the frame a little better. And you just work it away. Come back and do this one a little bit more. As you can see, it takes just a little bit of time. That's all. And it's not that hard. If a ham-handed old bastard like me can figure out how to do something like this, just about anybody else can. I mean, it just takes a little bit of time, and it gives an entirely different look to the sheath, and that's what you want. Now I'm going to flip it around. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. Like I said, I like to start at the pointy end. And you just I should get a heavier hammer. I got a heavier one, but it's a rubber mallet, and I don't really want to bugger up my rubber mallet, if you know what I mean. Because these little tools can really raise hell on your mallet face. I'm going to go back and recut this one a little bit better here. And once this is dyed and sealed, it will really be dressed up quite a bit. As you can see, it's really looking a lot better. And you know, I got to get some practice on this stuff because it's really not that hard to do. My hands are so bad from all the years of swinging a hammer that it's pretty sad that that's the way it is, but that's the way it is. You know, time and tide, as they say. It's all part of life. Now let this other side down a little bit better. Now, I'm very paranoid about rust. So once I get this thing stamped, that knife is coming out of there, and it's getting oiled down with my snake oil, aka ballistol, so it doesn't get any rust, oxidation, corrosion, whatever you want to call it. Now, when you start working towards the end here, you want to look at your spacing. So I can do one more on this side, and this actually worked out quite nice. As you can see there, that one worked quite nice here. And the other side should work out pretty much the same if I pray to the appropriate God this morning, and it looks like it did. Yes, it did. So I'm going to do a roll back through here. Then we'll do it down the center with a starburst. So I'm going to come in through this way here. Now this I'm going to rock. Same here. And then one right in the middle, just like that. And then I'll do the little starbursts down the center. There's that. Make sure I got it centered right. One. Two. Three. I'll go back and get the third one back. Hold on. That one kinda got a little schmutzed there. Hold on. It sort of slipped. There. And let's see if go back and get that second one a little deeper. Yeah. And I get the first one too. Just make sure you line them up right, because if not, it's going to look like a chimpanzee did it when you basically want an orangutan. So this is basically the orangutan level sheath. Once it's dry and dyed and sealed, the sheath is done. And here's the knife it goes to. It's a plain little old maid's hair dagger, which is, as I said in my previous video, part 1, is available on my website. The address will be down in the description of this video. If you like what you saw, if you think you got something out of it from this old cranky bastard, me, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Leave a comment. If you don't like what I did, tell me you didn't like what I did. Tell me why. If you like what I did, tell me you like what I did and tell me why. You know, I'm not doing this to become rich. I'm not doing this to become famous. I'm doing these videos to get the information out, because once I cross over that bridge, I'm not planning on coming back. And I'm taking a lot of this information with me to my grave. I want to get this information out there. My 4th book is coming along quite well. Hopefully that should be out, well, at the publishers by this fall. I'm getting damn close to finishing it up. I still got to start with the photography and the line drawings. Let me zoom out of this a little bit. And once that's in the publisher, it'll be a couple of months and it'll be available for purchase. And it's going to be a big book. I think it's going to be bigger than my first one. The first book was a decent sized book. It's going to have this included along with a lot of other fun stuff. But I hope you got something out of these videos. As it's drawing, you can see it's starting to look a lot better. Once it's dyed, it'll become a lot more appealing to the eye. But anyway, as I said before, thank you so much for your time and your interest in what I do. I'm old, I'm set in my ways, I'm cranky, and I want to get this information out there, and this is the one way I can do it. I'm not making any false claims, I'm not doing any drama, any of this, can I do this, I'm going to attempt to do that. If it works, it works, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to show that as well. Because believe me, you can learn more from your failures than you can from your successes. And believe me, I've learned a lot, because I've had a lot of failures over the last 50-some years. And I still do, just not as often. But when they are failed, they are very, very, very spectacular. So, anyway, have a pleasant evening. Thank you once again. May the wise Lord bless and keep you all. Blessings of Hrisoulas upon you and yours. Thank you once again. Good night.